Hello everyone. Welcome to the Hindu editorial vocabulary, reading and summary series presenting by Diction Addiction. Today's Hindu editorial title is Rape and Marriage on the Supreme Court's failure to protect the rights of women. First section is vocabulary, where we will learn the important and new words from the article. So their pronunciation, meaning and usage would be discussed under this one. The very first one is consent. Consent means giving a permission to something to happen. Did you give consent to for operation? Means every medical procedure is required to take a consent from the patient. Consent means permission. Exploitative means using someone unfairly by for your own advantage. So you see, the child laborers are exploited. They works in some factories, so they are exploited. Means whose benefit is their industries are benefited. So exploited means using someone unfairly for your own advantage. That is what is called as exploitative. Query means question or a inquiry. Do you have any query? Right? Do you have any question? Accused means someone is saying someone done something. So you're accused someone means you're accusing him to involve in some activity. Means to say that someone has done something, you don't provide any evidence, but instantaneously, but you're accusing him. Insensitive. You are insensitive to my feelings. Means you are not considering the feelings or emotions of someone and you are doing your own work. That's what means you are insensitive. So you don't worry about what they are thinking about that activity. Irrespective of that, you are going on, keep doing the same thing. Then that is called as insensitive. Means heartless. Core means tough and the central part is called as core. Do you have core values? Core meeting means those who are going to play important role in that business, those people will be called for a meeting. Core meeting happens. Misogyny means hatred or dislike or distrust of women. Prejudice against the woman means you don't trust the woman. Woman. Patriarchal means that activity, is ruled by the men only. That's what is patriarchal society. Means head of the family always a male gender, not the female gender. This society is called as a patriarchal. Rape means to force women to have sex is called as rape victim. The next word is arduous, means tough task. You need more efforts to do it. Arduous claim. Arduous task. Offensive means it is going to cause damage or feel upset of someone as offensive remarks. Means they're going to damage or upset the people. That's offensive. Recounted means you are describing something which has happened. That's describing something, how it has happened is called as, or telling a story is also called as a recounted. Threatened means you're intimidating or frightening or fearing, means you're threatening someone, means you are saying that I'm going to do something harm to you. That's my threatening. Falsely, not accordance with the fact or truth. So there is no scope for the truth or fact. That is what is called as a falsely, means falsely implicated. Out means must or have or duty or correctness. You must do it, that's why you out this one. Perpetrator means someone who committed crime. Perpetrator means someone who committed the crime is called as perpetrator. Means who does the crime, they are called as perpetrators. Victim, person harmed or injured or killed, they are called as victims. Citing means you are giving a reference to something else, means you are providing some evidence to the claim, that's called as a citing. Endorsed means recommending or authorizing or permitting. Do you endorse my application? Means are you going to recommend my application? That's what is endorsed. Scars means it's a mark left out on the body after injury. Suppose you have some damage here, after recovery you see some mark. That's what is called as a scars. Echo means repeating, especially when you whistle where hills are there, then that whistle is back, repeated. That's what is called as an echo. Do you echo my voice? Means you agree with me. I'm echoing you, means I'm agreeing with you. The same thing I'm going to tell you. Echo. Prejudice means preconceived thoughts, biased, partisan, partial, means you are not judging the things equally. You are biased to someone else because of a number of reasons. Blatantly means deliberately, unshamed way, bluntly. That's what is called as a blatantly. Scales means a device which is used to measure the weight or mass is called as a scale. In scales means it may be the scale may be the one to measure the length or weight. Meting means dispensing the or allotting the justice or punishment is called as meting. So these are the different words which are going to play important role in the today's article. So we are done with that one. We are moving to the second session, that is a reading session. So we will read the article very loudly so that we will learn the article. A relationship between two individuals, including marriage, is built around love, respect, trust, and consent. Within that civilized framework, a violent and exploitative act like rape has no place. Seen in that context, the Supreme Court latest query to Maharashtra government employee asking whether he would marry a girl he was accused of raping repeatedly while she was a minor is insensitive to the court. By offering a marriage as a solution to rape victim, the judiciary failed to protect the rights of the girl. Instead, meting out a harsh punishment. The court asked the lawyer representing the accused to find out whether his client would be willing to marry the victim or risk going to jail. Equal right activists have always worked hard against the misogyny, patriarchal mindsets, and other failings such as blaming the victim for a rape. This assiduous battle for equality becomes even more difficult when a people in high offices makes offensive remarks. On Monday, the Chief Justice of India, Sharad Babde, told the lawyer of the rape accused, "We are not forcing you." The lawyer later told the court that his client refused to marry the girl because he was already married. In his petition, the accused recounted the allegation that he sexually abused the girl since she was in high school, and also that he had threatened the minor. In another case, the bench stayed the arrest of a man accused of rape after falsely promising marriage. The victim said she was promised marriage and was brutally and sexually abused. The CJI asked the girl's lawyer, when two people are living as husband and wife, however brutal the husband is, can you call sexual intercourse between them a rape? In both cases, these crimes attract severe penalties under the Criminal Law Act 2013. On marital rape, though the recommendation was not included in the Act, the Justice J.S. Verma Committee was clear that law out to specify that marital or any or another relationship between the perpetrator and victim cannot be defense against the sexual violation. Citing the judgment of European Commission of Human Rights in CR versus UK, it endorsed the conclusion that a rapist remains a rapist regardless of his relationship with the victim. In Shimbu and Anar case versus the state of Haryana, 2013, the Supreme Court said the offer of a rapist to marry the victim cannot be used to reduce the sentence prescribed by the law. When the scars of the Nirbhaya case are still raw and series of rape and murders are being reported against the minors, especially Dalits, in Uttar Pradesh, the judiciary's shocking remarks echo a deep-set prejudice against gender equality. The law should deliver justice, not blatantly tilt the scales against the women's rights. So this is what is the reading part. Now we have come to the summary part. So as editorial said that any relation is sustainable when it is built around the love, affection, and concern. If that misses, any relation can be broken. Here the center of the today's article is Supreme Court of India, CJI, asked the accused lawyer whether his client will be marrying a girl who have raped her accused to rape her for a long since her minority. You see, court also forgot the basic thing that irrespective of marriage, first they have to protect the rights of a girl. Marriage with the accused one is not a solution. It's not a solution. Probably it will be a dead end for her life, because the rapist or accused rapist may not treat the victim as his partner. So that is not a solution. So this is what, and whereas in other case, the men and women are in the relation for 2 years, and he seems to be promised her to marriage, but after 2 years, he's not going to keep his promise, and she filed a case. So Supreme Court judge asked, when they are staying together as a wife and husband, how brutal husband is, the intercourse between them considered as a crime? or rape. So this is a question asked by the Supreme Court. I don't think so. This is a absolutely, when adults are living together in the pretext of marriage, if male partner is not going to honor his commitment, then what is the fate of a female partner? Right? So here, in both cases, male 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 persons are giving getting advantage from the court. Means is not going to get. But in case of the first one, if you get married, then you will be resolved. The case is resolved, and is not going to get or attract any punishment. In the second one, you got to stay, right?